That's right, the Monday show.
We are starting off.
So,
wow. Look at all these folders.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of folders. There's a lot of things to cover. So we better get into it.
Jeremy.
We have two clips here that really sum up this whole weekend for Jer. Here's this weekend personified Jeremy Hambly showing his ass. His ass is cracked. He has a dirty old fucking coin slot there, buddy. He poops his pants.
He shits himself. He's a shitter, a bum.
Oh, no. And now here we have it. Jeremy Hambly stepping on rakes. Oh, weekend
How
long.
was your weekend, Jer?
He just wouldn't stop.
Like literally,
He just kept spiraling. Just continued making mistakes. Unbelievable, unforced errors. I couldn't believe it. There it is. Real footage, although it's way too thin to be Jer. Okay, so we're starting off because Jeremy Hambly wants us all to believe that this is a figment of our imagination.
He's rewriting history.
That this is all made up. There's nothing to see here, guys. No reason to suspect him. Except for the fact that what went down with our YouTube channel, our Kino Casino Clips channel, managed and run by our editor, okay, was exactly what Jeremy Hambly said was going to happen, both publicly and privately. So he says right away, and this tweet alone that he put out in public should be enough evidence for anyone with a brain to realize he had something to do with this, okay? But he says, first will be your YouTube, which is in violation of ban evasion. He says easy takedown, which was bullshit.
I was banned,
it was not.
And then the clip channel was banned.
He was unbanned. Yep. Yeah, it was fucking nonsense what actually happened, but it went down for the exact reason he said it would go down. Then he says he literally begged us to be reasonable and he tried everything. Well, the only thing he didn't try was not being a bitch or a cuck. He says, you chose this. All I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me. This is mental illness. He's obviously spiraling.
You did this to me.
No, you did this, Jeremy Hambly. You did this. But let's continue with what his own words were.
Yeah.
So he says, unofficial truths. These are in DMs to Josh Moon that he wanted communicated to us. They delete the videos attacking our marriage, and I never mention them again. The more they do it, the more I want to flex my connections to bury them. So note the phrasing there. Not that I'm going to flag them, but that I'm going to flex my connections to bury them. He says it's a one-time offer. They can meme on anyone else other than him.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, he's the king, guys. My wife.
Then notice what he says down at the bottom. This is how malicious this is. This is an attempt to hurt our livelihood. He says, if they get rid of the videos claiming I let the bull fuck my wife, they continue to make 10K a month on YouTube and I move on. But if they continue, I have no choice but to react. Well, we told him to fucking pound sand, okay? But that's him there basically saying that the whole reason for this is to cost us $10,000 a month. Then there's more here. And these are he says he can burn it all down. He has 5 years guaranteed salary at Rumble, which is misspelled because he was drunk out of his mind. So here he is relying on a platform that's pro freedom of speech, that doesn't want anyone censored, and saying with their bankroll, he's impervious to all criticism, all dissent, all mockery. He will be able to go scorched earth and destroy our livelihood, our ability to speak in our platforms, thanks to the backing from a free speech platform. Not really sure if Rumble agrees with that or wants their representatives on the masthead that they advertise to act in such a fashion. But that's
especially when the whole internet's talking about it.
That's how he's acting. Okay. So now this is where I think he really fucked up. Okay. So he says here, I haven't done any flagging. Notice that. I haven't done any flagging. but their channel is a walking TOS violation. I know they are ban evading. It would have been way easier to have their channel removed. I haven't done that. Notice that, right? It's not a flag. He's saying it's easier than flagging for him.
And we had no strike, by the way. Remember that?
So then here's where he really screws himself. Go to the next set of messages.
Okay.
Josh, can we agree I can take their kick in YouTube, right? If I actually wanted to, they would be deplatformed in a week. He says he doesn't want that. And then listen here. This is where he screws himself. He says, I have a non-Pajit YouTube rep. You know that, right? One phone call, gone. So it's not a matter of flagging. He didn't flag it. He didn't. He made a phone call to his YouTube representative, to his connection at YouTube, and that's how this was taken down.
Well,
and the manner in which, yes.
He did flag anyway. That's why the email said
he flagged somebody.
Somebody.
I don't know if it was us.
But
it could have been somebody else throughout the years.
But Cathedral, right? No, because that's a new email. What shows on your browser history is the most recent email, meaning, and we were flagged, I think, on Tuesday or something. These were leaked on Wednesday. He did flag, but he's like, I don't have to just flag. I can call my YouTube rep. He tried fucking us over. It didn't work. The videos were reinstated.
The smoking gun is right here for anyone with eyes to see and ears to hear. He made a phone call to a connection at YouTube, which he now claims that he has no connections at YouTube. The person he knows at the company is gone. But was he lying then, or is he lying now? This guy lies like he breathes. No. He has no credibility in any of this. And he's cooked, and everyone knows it.
He messaged a manager from a certain channel. He has 5 monetized channels, meaning there is 5 opportunities to have 5 separate managers.
But
so
no
he probably messaged an old manager.
No matter how many report histories he shows, which, by the way, he won't show the report history that clearly does have a flag in it. But no matter how many he shows, it doesn't disprove anything, because the threat was to make a phone call. The threat was to make a phone call to a YouTube rep. And the truth of the matter is, it's obvious he did this. But even if he was innocent and he didn't do this, of which there's basically no chance, it 100% looks like he did, and no one will ever believe him, because exactly the things that he promised would come to pass came to pass in the exact way that he said they would come to pass.
And then he bragged about it.
Enough of this argument of whether he did it or didn't do it. He's obviously responsible for it. And what's worse is it's not just that we've lost our clip channel, but he is now enabling and creating this whole culture that flagging is cool, that deplatforming your enemies is right. Ethan Van Sciver has jumped on this. Razorfist has jumped on this. Teddy Feezer has jumped on this. It's nuts. It really is. And Alyssa Clips is suffering the consequences. The Matt at the Internet Archive channel is suffering the consequences. Kino Casino Classics is suffering the consequences. And enough is fucking enough, Jeremy. This has to fucking stop. You need to apologize and stop being a flag it, soy-filled, cuckold bitch. And I demand that you admit that you are a soy-filled flag it in your apology video when it inevitably comes. That's the bare fucking minimum at this point.
And
continuing on.
Wait, I was thinking yesterday, is there a way back from this? Which there obviously isn't, right? However, the best way is not only make an apology video with that statement about being a soy-filled bitch, but also taking 2 months off and heading to fucking rehab.
No, he has to go to rehab.
Prove
and again,
to
guys,
audience.
We're going to prove that he's an alcoholic tonight. Even his own mother, by his own admission, is concerned for him and his health.
Yes.
It's sad. It's sad. His own mother is basically staging an intervention for his alcoholism, but he's going to tell us that he doesn't have a problem. He's never had a problem. As he says today, too, he's incredibly unhealthy and at risk of death. So then he put this out. And this just removes any shadow of a doubt. This is 5 minutes after our channel went down.
2 channels went down.
30 minutes before the close of the Google offices, all coordinated. And you have to ask, his birthday's on Sunday. Why is the party on Friday? Because he knew that he would be scheduling the takedown of our channels right at this time. And he wanted to coordinate this post as well. That's what this is. Well, obviously.
Also, there's one thing too that we forgot.
By the way, he says Mr. the Quartering. He's gay.
He's gay.
He's a homo. He's married to a man. Whoa, buddy. He's drunk. Also, he claimed he wasn't at home when these reports hit.
Then post this.
But it looks like he's at home. No,
by the way,
he's not at dinner.
So the previous night, he was playing A Crimson Desert. We watched that. We laughed at it. Do you remember during the rant about me, what he said exactly? He's like, I guarantee you, they're going to lose their channel. You'll see. They're going to lose it the day before. And then he said this, I'm going to be very happy tomorrow.
Yeah.
He had, when you have a meeting with your manager, you schedule
all
it.
Planned out.
Yes.
It was all planned out.
Yes.
It was all coordinated from the very beginning.
You all remember that, right?
And big YouTubers behind the scenes and in public are corroborating all of this. And that's why Jeremy Hambly is panicking, putting his head in the sand, pretending that none of this is happening, but it is happening. And there's a reason Hannah Claire is not showing up to work. So Yellow Flash comes out and just exposes the whole operation. By the way, there are big YouTubers, multi-million subscriber YouTube channels behind the scenes that have come to us and said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But while this process is ongoing, we don't want to fuck up the process, but trust us, we know what the fuck's going on, and Yellow Flash has come out. And so he says, talked with someone I know that also has some connections with YouTube and is trying to help. This is what he had to say. Just for your own peace of mind, I pinged one of our guys last night about the quartering drama. His estimation based on the back end is that the casino was taken down from a personal request, you see, exactly like Hambly said it would go down in the DMs with Josh, because all the user reports were deemed nonsense by the automated system all week, except a privacy claim that also failed to hold up to manual review. And that was the privacy claim on our video about the bull exposing his criminal history that we won in manual review. So he's on the security side, but did say this is almost certainly an off-platform point of contact. Call, text, email. So this doesn't have anything to do with anything in the YouTube report system, anything to do with an email to YouTube or anything like that. This is a direct call, text, or email to a person that works for YouTube who then went and did this on Jeremy Hambly's behalf that resulted in a manual channal deletion. And it's obvious.
It was so funny because I was talking to someone.
People are asking, is this even legal? And the answer is no.
No.
The reality is we actually have a case against Jeremy Hambly.
Yeah, we do.
If we really wanted to pursue it, we do 100% have a case against Jeremy Hambly. That's the last resort. We don't want to have to engage in the legal system because it's gay as fuck. It's expensive as fuck. It's headaches for everyone involved. And in the end, the only people who truly win are the fucking lawyers, right? Like, we know that. We're not fucking stupid. But at the same time, we're not going to let this guy take advantage of us, take advantage of our employee, and fuck us over in this way.
Well, it opens the door also for other creators to go, wait, you could just do that? And then start flagging everyone. And no, we have to stop this now.
There has to be some level of accountability by Jeremy Hambly.
Yes.
There has to be some sort of a consequence for him at some point, because the culture that he's establishing is poisonous. It's an anathema to freedom of speech and expression on the internet. And what he is doing now, and what these people, I don't even know if it's all him that's doing this, but what he's done is he's provided cover for people that want things to disappear. So there are people who have a vested interest in destroying archive channels on YouTube and other places by weaponizing the report system. And it's already happening. And these folks are salivating over what Hambly's done, because now they can flag down archive channels like Alyssa Clips that may have the only copy in existence of certain things that happened on the internet, and they can use Hambly as the scapegoat to get away with it. Do you see?
Yeah.
So this is the problem that's happening now. And if it doesn't get nipped in the bud soon, the consequences are going to be disastrous. That's why every single person online, lockstep, aside from people who want to deplatform others, are against Jeremy Hambly and his conduct. So Quartering, rather than just let this go, decided to start battling with Yellow Flash about it.
Yeah.
Making a fool of himself. Let's continue.
Yeah, and by the way, if you need any copies of our shows, right? Because there was one guy, June the King, he publicly asked, fuck, I need that last stream they did. Thankfully, Alyssa posted it. But if anyone here is making videos on it or whatever the fuck, our Gumroad is free right now. You could download the episodes, all of them. So if you need anything, it's right there, okay? Just so you all know. All right, there we go.
So there it is.
Yeah,
in
that's the
blown up
that's
text,
the blown
what
up
we've
text,
already
yeah.
read. So Camelot comes out, starts reporting on this. So Jeremy reached out to someone at YouTube requesting they delete the channel. It's a level 70 oof. Ooh. No doubt. No doubt.
Camel Cast.
Continuing.
Yo, shout outs, bro.
So Jeremy starts going, again, please stop stating as fact I had anything to do with it. Is this guy for real? Like,
buddy, come on. You took down the Warski channel and the Clip channel within 5 minutes and bragged about it.
He then admits, yes, in a weak moment, I did threaten to report them. No, you didn't threaten to report us. You threatened to make a phone call and have us disappeared in an instant. And that's what happened. He goes, but as you can see, I never did. Yeah, I'm sure, buddy. I'm sure. And Yellow Flash calls it out. I was in a bad headspace, guys. Just like Jarbo, you were on that stream and learned nothing. And it's very easy to condemn Matt Jarbo and condemn flagging and say you're against it and you're for freedom of speech until people say things that you don't like, until you're the target, until you're getting made fun of, you're getting criticized and you're getting mocked. And that's when your true principles are put to the test and the Quartering has been measured as lacking. And we all know it.
Ooh. All right. Oh, this piece of fucking shit.
Ethan Van Sciver then starts coming in, running interference for Jeremy Hambly. Yellow Flash will absolutely betray any friend and toss them under the bus the minute the clout wins, direct him to do so. And you guys will see later on, Ethan Van Sciver just openly saying that my channel needs to be flagged down, that our other channels need to be flagged down. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this guy, he's been an open flagget for years. He was involved in multiple deplatforming campaigns against his enemies, but he sees an opportunity right now with Jeremy Hambly to normalize this as part of the online culture. We are not going to let them get away with it. Well, let's continue.
Well, Ethan Van Sciver is pissed off that we showed him licking a fucking
then he's
urinal.
A scammer. Well, and he's a scammer, and he doesn't deliver on his project, so he doesn't want us to be able to call him out.
Yeah.
So Flash just goes, friend, like this dude was coming over to my house or something.
Yes, Flash.
I've talked to him a handful of times outside of DMing. I don't support false flagging, full stop. And you're a false flagging endorser yourself, Ethan Van Sciver. Everyone considers you a snake, and it took him a while to see it himself. He wants nothing to do with you, and you're still crying about him 2 years later.
Ooh, felt it.
So Quartering then starts doing this whole bullshit, obviously fake routine. If Kino Casino was wrongfully banned for ban evasion, well, in his mind, he doesn't think it's a wrongful ban because he's the one who initiated it. These are the weasel word, pedantic lawyer games that this sniveling snake plays. If Kino Casino was wrongfully banned for ban evasion, I 100% think they should be restored. Well, Jeremy, make the call to have us restored. Make the call to your point of contact. Ultimately, you could have ended this whole thing a long fucking time ago. But here we are, right?
It's gonna get worse, bud.
If it's a mistake, YouTube should fix it. He says he's already proven beyond all doubt he didn't do it.
Fuck you.
Bullshit.
Fuck you.
We just walked everybody through why it was you. Because it's not about flagging, buddy. You made the call just like you said you would make the call. And Flash says, LOL. Nobody believes you, liar. You have high up connections at YouTube. You don't even need to flag them. You can just pick up the phone and call. And we know that that's true because Quartering told us all that it was true. When it was convenient for him to intimidate and extort us and our livelihood into submission by saying he could have us flagged at a whim, he could make the call. Now that he's already done it, now he has no connections at YouTube. He has no power whatsoever. Bullshit,
Nobody
buddy.
believes
Nobody believes you
at all.
So here comes Quartering. We've moved from, well, he disproved he flagged anything to now anonymous DMs from someone with connections.
What?
No, we have the DMs from you to Josh
Fan
Moon,
fiction.
where you told us that you were going to flex your connections and that you could make one phone call and our channel would disappear. He claims it's fan fiction. I guess I have to release all my phone records now. Yes, you do. And it still won't be enough.
It won't be enough.
Jeremy, do you understand that to everybody who's reasonable, you look completely guilty because you are fucking completely guilty?
By the way, this isn't like it happened a year ago. And now we're trying to dig everything. It happened 2 days ago.
Most of us had no idea that there was an ability to contact a person at YouTube to have them take it down. That's why initially we said that he flagged.
Yeah.
But had we looked closer at the DMs to Josh Moon, the truth was in our faces the entire time. He told us exactly how he was going to do it, exactly how it was going to go down. And it went down exactly as he said it would.
You know what's funny, Ash? My Warski channel, when it was banned 3 years ago or 4 years ago, it was Francesca Ramsey who bragged about it by calling her YouTube manager. And there's a tweet. She used a point of contact. And that's why when I appealed it, they were like, wait, there's something wrong here. What the fuck? And they unbanned it immediately within a day.
Full-blown SJW tactics. This is the social justice warrior playbook.
Funny, eh?
It's the exact same playbook that people like Francesca Ramsey used for years to deplatform conservative voices, except this time it's being done by a supposed free speech champion, right-wing warrior, to another right-leaning conservative outlet that is criticizing him, and he doesn't like it, and he wants it to stop. He's desperate for it to stop. He's willing to do anything to stop us from criticizing him, and you have to wonder why. And you have to wonder why it happened exactly when we started talking about his bull Adam Sellers, and why all of the clips that are going down, all of the ones that are being flagged down, the timestamp involved is the timestamp talking about the bull Adam Sellers. You get the most flack when you're right over the target. I firmly believe that he is a cuckold, that there's some dirty, shady shit going on between him and Adam Sellers. And if there wasn't, after it was revealed, the lifestyle that this guy engages in, the criminal record that he has, that's a matter of public record, by the way. We are reporting on the public record, just so we make it clear, right?
Yeah.
If that was the case, why did Jeremy Hambly invite this guy to his house for darts again this week? Why? Because he's a participant in the lifestyle, because he doesn't have a problem with it, because he is engaging in it. And that's speculation, but it's speculation based on a lot of circumstantial evidence that we've covered many, many times before.
What does darts have? What does a dartboard have?
A bullseye, buddy. So, here Quartering goes after Prime Jer. He decides to make an ass out of himself, show his ass to everybody again, and start fighting with other people. Because he can't handle the fact that people that he was associated with in the past are criticizing him. And that shows the credibility that our claims have, that people in the past who had business ties to Quartering, actual financial incentive to continue associating with him, are disassociating. People don't disassociate from people that they have a financial gain to associate with unless there's actually something going on, Jeremy. And where there's smoke in your case, there is certainly fire, and everyone knows it. So this MAGA crack Mike says they claimed he got their account taken down and have given zero evidence of that action. Well, Jeremy Prime just comes in with the common sense reality that it doesn't matter. When you have 2 million subscribers and a massive contract with another platform, and you're always bragging about how you're a free speech champion, and then you go out, you cannot, under any circumstances, threaten to flag other channels that are being mean to you, especially when he's in the same business I'm in, where we criticize people all day, every day. This is the internet. Very, very common sense take.
You know what's funny too? If this were anyone, if this were like a family channel or a Mr. Morrow, people would have sympathy for these people and go like, they are being mean. They're nice people who are. This is a guy who's made his living, and we'll see it here in a bit, calling people cucks, accusing other men of wives fucking other people.
Well, he's also accused other people.
Larson.
He's also accused Brie Larson of flagging him without any evidence.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
When we actually have a lot of evidence that it was him, and he really had no evidence that it was Brie Larson flagging him. But let's continue. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there. There's a lot, guys.
And it really comes down to he can dish it out, but he can't fucking take it. So Quartering goes, so the real reason Jeremy here is mad is because money? No. It's so disingenuous. It's because you're deplatforming people, dude. He goes, this guy uncritically reposted some of the most vile shit about me. Openly supports those harassing me. No, he doesn't. He doesn't openly support harassment.
He does. Pretty chill.
Nobody openly supports harassment.
No.
If what we're doing to you can be considered harassment, then what you've done to Jack Murphy is harassment. What you've done to Brie Larson is harassment. What you've done to 8 Thoughts is harassment. You know that those weren't harassment. And you know that ours isn't harassment either. We are critical of a public figure with 2 million subscribers who is no weeping willow. He's no wilting daisy. He is a combative, contentious prick who makes his livelihood going against other people, but when somebody goes against him, he cries harassment and reports them down.
Also,
anyway,
Jer, you flagged our clip channel before you made the phone call. We lost that video about the bull, right? Then we fought it, and it was appealed, and it won. So then you made the phone call. So if we were breaking the rules and it was harassment against TOS, the human reviewer would have struck us.
But he couldn't go through the manual review system. He couldn't go through the actual TOS because we weren't in violation of the TOS. So he had to go up to a high-level employee or contact at YouTube that made the call at the exact time that would be most beneficial to them, because we wouldn't be able to get to our YouTube contact until Monday. And neither would anybody else who wants to help us.
Yes.
It was all coordinated. It was all cloak and dagger. And it's all fucking bullshit.
Pardon the pun. Here we go. And good
Jeremy Prime Goodjer says the issue is that you publicly threatened to take someone else's channel down. Then you privately threatened to do it, and then it actually happened a few days later. Instead of taking direct responsibility for your own actions and behavior, you continue to blame the internet. Then Quartering poisons the well. The guy that reposts Kino Casino wants me to think he's here in good faith. Jeremy, you're a clown, man. You can see above that I did not flag them. And yet here you are saying apologize for what exactly?
It's then why say this? Then why say this first sentence, Jer? Like
but
you're obviously seething about this, and then you go, but anyway, What?
This guy is a clown. He is the most bad faith and disingenuous person I have ever encountered on the internet. And he's crying about good faith. By the way, if everything we do is trolling and in bad faith, why are you so fucking butthurt about it? Because you could always just say to anybody who brings, they're trolls, they're in bad faith. But it turns out that we weren't, because it turns out that Adam Sellers, the Jubal, was real. And he's engaged in that lifestyle, and he's been your friend for 10 years over at your house nearly every weekend, and it's all on tape. All of the times that you invited him over, all of the times that you invited his wife over to get in your hot tub with her big tits, as you said. It's all things that came out of your own mouth.
Not slander.
And you refuse to take any accountability for it, and it's unacceptable, buddy.
Yo, Jeremy Prime rules.
Prime
I love him.
You need someone to be honest with you and bring you back to reality. I tried. By the way, Jer Prime on his own channel let everybody know that he gave Jeremy his phone number, said, please call me. You need an intervention. And Jeremy, the quartering, blocked him. He said, you can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. Says, Jeremy, I see what you're doing. Pander away. Do it on your own timeline, though. Wish you all the success in the world. The idea that Jeremy Prime, D-Day King Cobra, or sorry, not D-Day King Cobra, D-Day Cobra, rather, needs the Kino Casino to make money, or needs to pander to our audience to make money. He never
has to do that.
He's a far bigger streamer than us. He was like number 4 in the world in super chats on YouTube last year.
On one of his YouTube channels, out of 3 or 4 or whatever. This is a guy
that's probably bringing in 7 figures a year or more.
Yeah.
Like, the association with us, with the drama and the stuff that we do, doesn't help him. It actually might hurt him in the eyes of his normie viewers. But he enjoys this program, and he wants to stand up for what's right, Jeremy. Do you get that? This isn't about money. This is the thing, is this guy, Jeremy Hambley, is very low IQ. Let's just be honest. He has not been able to complete a book in his entire life. He's admitted that. He's admitted that.
Not even outsiders?
He's apparently gone through, according to his own admission, 6 years of college without reading a single book. In my opinion, if you can get a master's degree from some bumfuck Midwestern community fucking college like he did without reading a single fucking book, it's not worth the paper it's fucking written on. This guy has no theory of mind. He has no ability to understand that what motivates other people may be different than what motivates him. So because he's only motivated by clicks, views, and money, he assumes that it must be the same for everybody. But it's not. Some people want to do the right thing. And that blows his mind because he's an evil piece of shit.
Here, real quick here. Rainman222 for 25 subs. Holy shit. Hog in Spectitious for 11 subs. Get on with the show for a sub. Paul Bunyan for a sub. Jared's Belly Button Pizza for a sub. Osmora for a sub. Average Canadian Kino for a sub. And Tana 04 for a sub. LFG.
And final point on that matter of his stupidity. He has been talking about the Iran war every day for months, but could not find the country of Iran on a map.
I found it. Me.
Andy found it. Jer was in Australia and South America.
I found it.
It was insane. It was insane.
You were like, I was like, what country you're looking for? He's like, Iran. And you're like, what the fuck? You were like shocked, by the way, that I found it. I was shocked I found it too, to be honest.
So here we have other people coming out. The quartering has successfully burned every positive bridge he's had for Yes Men, aligning himself with those who don't care about him, but what he can give them. He was exposed for being everything he was against. He never stood for anything. This is a guy who Jeremy Hambley was friends with and business associates for years, and he blocked him for offering him good advice, for the high crime of telling him no, because Jeremy Hambley was a Nepo baby who was never told no ever in his life. His parents, according to him, owned 7 different rental properties. He wanted for nothing. He always had the coolest toy, the coolest gadget, and he would use that to try and get popular with the other kids who obviously never fucking accepted him. And Jeremy Hambley told us a story of when his teachers failed him in class, and they told his parents, Jeremy wants lobster grades for cod work. And rather than Jeremy Hambley's parents teaching him a lesson, saying, no, Jeremy, you have to do better in school, they fought with the teacher and basically forced the teacher to give their son high grades rather than him actually earning them. That's what he said on his own stream. That's why he acts the way he does today, because he's never been told no once before in his miserable life. Never no to putting food in his fucking mouth. Never no to drinking down the fucking bottle. Never no to popping a bunch of fucking pills. Never no to deplatforming other people and silencing their voices. But he's finally being told no, and he's spiraling like the big baby that he is.
Wow. And by the way, thank you to Wolf Tickets for 10 subs. And by the way, we'll watch this later. The anxiety. You could see the anxiety in his new videos.
He's a broken man. He's a sad man.
Oh, we'll watch it. Oh, we have to watch his shorts too. I watched a bunch of his shorts.
Aiden Paladin, your torch locks the way.
Aiden Paladin.
Her torch doesn't. This is
shit. Yeah.
Everybody is getting united across every spectrum of the political divide.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes in and says, you still need to show all the other accounts you have access to. That means Midwestly, Unsleeve Media, Clawstruck, RC Nightmare. You would also need your friend Adam to show his report history. You told Josh Moon you were going to have your YouTube rep take action. So even if you show every channel you own and Adam's, that's still not proof you didn't ask the rep to do it. You also encouraged your audience to flag them. There is nothing you can do at this point that will convince anyone you had no involvement. The best thing you can do is admit that you did it, that you asked your rep to do it, or at least cop to winking at your audience to do it for you. Apologize for real and take your lumps. You've dug your hole so deep here, there's no way to convince anyone you aren't in some way responsible for trying to silence them. And that's just the truth. And that's also, just the truth.
I'll add one more thing, Aiden. He needs rehab. Listen,
yes,
drug addicts and alcoholics, they'll lie and lie and lie and lie. They'll like try and cover up something and then like drink away and then fuck it up. He needs to have rehab for 2 months.
Somebody here in chat says this is unemployed Infinity War and Endgame. So true, but it's been a huge week for the unemployed everywhere. I'll tell you that. You'll see when we get to the section where I show
on your
all
left.
of the
Ash, Warski, on your left, all the circles open.
No, you guys will see later on. I have an entire section where I basically grabbed everybody from everywhere that was supporting us. And I put them all in one section, and that really will be like the autistic Avengers, and we'll see that. But let's continue through this presentation.
And also, don't worry, if you reached out to us privately, you are not included in that, okay?
Yes.
Like, don't worry. I know there's some people who want to stay private about it. All right, there we go.
So Quartering Sen says, I don't need to show you shit. You're reacting exactly how I said. And then Aiden just goes, then why did you bother posting these at all? And that's the thing. If Quartering had just flat out denied it and then didn't do all of this bullshit and fighting with everybody, he would have been better off. But instead, he was desperate because he was guilty. So he's like, I got to prove my innocence. I got to prove my innocence. He got so defensive, and he continues to be defensive. And the reason why is because he's fucking guilty. And we all know he's guilty. It's crazy.
Oh, my God. Someone, by the way, we're going to watch a few of the shorts later. But did you know he has a TikTok where he actually reacts to the video on the top corner like this?
No.
I swear to God.
Well, so this guy, by the way, today claims that he does 6 hours of recording a day. So when he said it was 22 or 23 videos a day, it might have been even more than that. Because he says he records raw for 6 hours a day.
Bullshit.
4 hours of pre-records and 2 hours of live. And that's his excuse for why he's low energy. Oh my God.
We're going to...
No!
I'll get the...
By the way, he complains about people on X freebooting and stealing content, but his short form content is straight up just theft. Now, this is a low point. How low can any one man or cuckold go? Bowing down to Matt Jarbo's authority. Kneeling to Matt Jarbo and saying, no moss, I can't take it. Please, Jarbo, I just can't take getting felted. Having to resort to blocking Matt Jarbo because Matt Jarbo is right about you. That's tough. That's tough.
Matt Jarbo fucking getting all these dubs, you know what I mean? Here we go.
So, Jarbo comes in today. I decided to take a look at Quartering's YouTube channel.
He's auditing. The auditor is Matt Jarbo.
Yes, Matt Jarbo has come in as the auditor of Jer's YouTube flaggatry, his comment sweeping, his janitorial services, because Jarbo did the same thing firsthand. This is like in Catch Me If They Can, when they employed Leo to catch other crooks. Yes. It's just like that. There's nobody better suited for this role right now than Matthew Jarbo himself. So he said, I decided to take a look at Quartering's YouTube channel, and yes, he is absolutely deleting any and all comments about flagging. Jarbo says, I did the same thing back then. So I know what he's doing. He's having YouTube block certain words from appearing in the comments without authorization, but everything's fine, right, guys? No, it's not fine. And this is the thing. When you start doing this stuff, it doesn't make it stop.
No.
The internet loves a challenge. When you challenge the internet and you fuck with people on the internet, particularly in this sphere, they will felt you. They will find ways around the filter.
When Jarbo puts this string of emojis together at you, it's over.
Now, Jarbo says, I'm laughing at this because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He can't stop the response, nor can he mitigate it forever. The more you try, the more people pile on. Just put out an apology video, Jeremy, which is exactly what you said to me at MythCon in September of 2018. And by the way, we do have clips of Jeremy saying this. He admits that he had this conversation with Matt Jarbo at MythCon in September of 2018 on Count Dankula's show. If he wants to question that, this 100% did happen by both parties' admission. Matt Jarbo then made a video dunking on Jer about this. And it may be a little bit too much, Jarbo. Oh, actually, here we have you just pointing out. So Jer here comes out with, wife had a wonderful birthday plan for me. Bloody Marys, brunch, Brewers game, and more. So thankful for all of you. I'd post a nice picture of us, but well, I can't these days anymore. Rested, relaxed, ready to hit the ground running tomorrow. Hair of the dog comes in. Translation, had I not done the stupid shit I did the past couple days, I could have put my wife on the internet like I claimed I never do. So y'all need to feel bad for me. Warski just comes in common sense, basic. Nobody harassed Quartering's wife. He was the one who mentioned her every video and episode while saying and doing crazy shit. He made her public. She used to have a channel. The attempt to rewrite the truth to become the victim is wild. He brings in his wife as a human shield to excuse his bad behavior.
I mean, the reason I said this, by the way, and I had to tweet it out, because there's a lot of videos out there that obviously covering this stuff, and a lot of normies do think we actually are harassing his wife. So I want them to take this tweet and read it out, because show me the proof. If his wife was harassed, would there not be a screenshot of the email?
He asked others to provide proof that their wife was being harassed when it was against him. But now he won't provide proof, and we'll get there in a second.
Exactly.
But let's finish out this folder. Here we have, this is a super low point in Jeremy Hambley's life, where the Boulder King, Matt Jarbo, is now talking down to the Boulder King, Jeremy Hambley. and explaining to him exactly the hell that awaits for him and what he needs to do to atone. Let's have a listen.
He's James Franco with a noose around his neck. First time.
Okay, I haven't addressed.
Well, let me put it a little bit lower. Here we go.
Imagine getting felted by old man Jarbo. Like, this isn't even Jarbo in his prime, you know? Like, this is Jarbo in between Uber Eats deliveries and his, like, washed up end stage of his career, whatever is left of it. And he's just effortlessly dunking on Jared. This is tough. This is tough.
Okay, I haven't addressed this in video yet, but I'm going to be doing a live stream later on tonight to kind of go more into it. But let me just say this, because I feel like after Jeremy did 3 videos about me when my situation happened in 20...
Wait. So Jared did 3 videos about Matt, about the same thing, but we're liars and we have to... Shut the fuck up.
18. I kind of feel like I owe him one. At least one, right? Let me just kind of start with saying this. Jeremy, do an apology video. Come on. Get your phone out. You can do it. Drunk, sober, it doesn't even really matter. Just go out there and admit you fucked up. Because you did fuck up. Whether or not you flagged or not. Let's be clear about that for a second. You threatened it publicly. You said it privately. And then it happened. All right? People are going to start connecting those.
Why would we think he did it?
I know, right? This is like some man drunk at the bar starts shooting off his mouth. My fucking wife, I've had enough of her. She keeps back talking me. I'm gonna fucking kill that bitch. Then 2 days later, she's found dead. And then everybody at the bar is like, well, we heard Buddy say he was gonna kill his wife. Yeah, but I said I was gonna beat her to death and she was stabbed. Well, can we see your knives? Oh, no! Okay. Right. Sure.
Those dots, whether you want them to or not. The internet is nothing if not great for jumping to conclusions. And there is no preponderance of evidence you will ever be able to present that will ever fully exonerate you. And it just never will. You're never going to beat the allegation.
Even with him saying this, he's not innocent. Not allegedly. I believe 100% with facts that he was the one who did it, because 2 channels, same time. Anyway,
of like this whole thing. Believe me. I know.
I know.
Oh no! Jarbo has aura! No! Somehow Matt Jarbo is cobbling together a bit of aura in 2026. God help us all! God help us all! No!
Let's go!
Oh no!
Make a video. Like, you told me to do the same thing at MythCon 2018. Make a video. You told me that like at least 3-4 times.
This is like in Endgame. We're talking about Endgame when Spider-Man comes back because he vanished, you know?
Are we really going to compare Jarbo to Spider-Man? Like,
except he's driving an Uber Eats car.
Motherfucker's not even Ant-Man in this bitch. This motherfucker is like Quicksilver or some shit, you know? I don't know. He's like a fucking like low-level like villain, like Rhino or something, or Scorpion. You know what I mean? He's not even Electro.
The Vulture. He's the Vulture.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's the Vulture, bro, to be honest. Yeah, he's like Calendar Man in Batman. He's like a one-off villain. Some people remember him. I don't know.
He's the wrestler that Spider-Man fights when he first gets his powers.
This is an insult to Randy Savage. I don't know what the correct analogy would be, but I'm sure somebody out there that's like that can figure it out for us, you know.
He's Boulder Man, they're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Make a video. Own up to your mistakes.
Tell him, Jarbo.
And come clean. It's not going to stop the bleeding, but it can help, because this whole thing is going to break out of the sector. And when it gets out of
it's already out of the sector.
It's already gone. It's not in the sector anymore. H3 is covering it this week. Yeah.
The sector, you're going to have your larger commentators talk about this. Hassan Piker, maybe.
Can you imagine Hassan? Oh, I don't know. I feel like the Jamas would knack if that happens. We don't want you. We don't want you, Hassan. Honestly, please, God, don't let. It's the problem. Is if the leftists like Hassan get all over this, then quartering. Well, no, then quartering will be like, it's the left that's canceling me, you know. And I already have seen, like, in his comment section, people say that we're left wing.
That we're woke.
We baked swastika cookies.
I say the N-word off stream daily.
I don't know what to say.
10 times
I don't know
a
what
day
to say.
minimum. I have a quota.
Gonna blow your ass out of the water with that one, right? Charlie, Moist Critical, you know, like some of the big name dudes who don't like you are gonna come after you. H3H3 is gonna come after you. These guys are gonna come after you. And when they come after you, there's no containing the breach. And the message that they send, the narrative that they present, whether it be...
Imagine Moist Critical did fucking cover this. Like, hey guys, some crazy news happening today.
Well, the full consensus will have to be reached on Reddit before Charlie will be able to say anything.
Let's go, Reddit warriors.
Right now, it's still too risky for Moist Critical to say anything, but once every single other person on the internet has weighed in, then Moist Critical will give us his hot take for sure.
Be true or false will not stop the hemorrhaging. This is your life.
Tell him,
You're never
Jarbo.
beating the allegations.
Suffragere! You will never beat the allegations.
I like how he's like, apologize, but it won't help.
This like condemned man in hell. Like this is like, you know, like this is like the rich man in hell talking to Lazarus, begging him for just a drop of cool water on his tongue, explaining the horrific fate that awaits all of those in hell to burn forevermore. It's a similar thing.
Schadenfreude about it or anything because I am an empathetic person.
Boy.
I want to sit there and be all like Schadenfreude about it or anything because I am an empathetic person. And I'm going to give you the advice you never gave me. I'm going to tell you the reason why you should do this. Because this is the best thing to protect not only your mental health, but whatever shred of credibility you are going to have left in the
shred of credit.
There's not going to be any left. Jarbo's offering this man false hope, you know? He's opened Pandora's box, you know, and what's in Pandora's box is hope. And that's what Jarbo is dangling in front of him right now. No, there's hope, bro. There isn't, bro. By the way, how are you guys going for 5 subs?
I now say that IRL all the time now. How are you guys
Jarbo
going?
Marley coming to Jeremy Scrooge. You will be visited by 3 spirits of the sector tonight. And Coach Red Pill shows
Tonka.
up. Yeah, you're not a real man, Jeremy. Yeah.
Tonka.
Yeah.
Miserable.
The spirits of the sector. You see my chains of flags, Hambly. You have worked on quite a ponderous change here. Your flagging history is even longer than mine. It was the same length all those 7 years ago.
Oh,
That's
God,
the life of old Ham Planet these days.
Buddy. Oh, yeah, let me just do one thing. I was just checking something funny.
in this space. Because take it from me, once you lose the trust of your audience, you're fucked. And you are right there. So the choice is now yours. Make the right one.
You're fucked. Okay,
Woo!
continuing on. Here we have, it's coming in May. So Jeremy Hambley thinks that this is going to be over in a week. He thought it would be over today. It was not over today. He thought it would be over in a week. Here's the thing. This isn't going to be over for a long, long time because he says, the June the King here says the quartering documentary is releasing in May. It's looking to be 2 to 3 hours long. It was finished but now I need to rewrite the last section to include the most recent Kino Casino arc. This video may see some roadblocks as the Kino Casino's channel has been banned. Unless they are unbanned, which hopefully we are this week, it will be difficult and time-consuming to source specific clips I have timestamped from their channel. Now, we've already talked to June. He reached out to us. I
handed him everything.
And we've given him all the clips that he will need to finish the documentary. So just when Jeremy thinks that this is going to be over in the middle of May, like 6 weeks from now, 4 or 5 weeks from now, oh, I made it. That's when June will then drop the documentary that probably 1 million people conservatively will watch. And then here's the problem. All the other streamers watch June the King documentaries, and that via osmosis share it to their audience. So then millions of more normies will be woken up to what Jeremy did. And it will ignite it once again. And the pile-on will get even more intense. He can keep burying his head in the sand. He can continue to refuse to address this. But ultimately, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Apologize now. Get out ahead of it now before everybody hears about it from someone other than you. Jarbo's right, bro. You have to say something. You can't keep pretending that what's happening isn't happening. Because it's happening, as old Ron Paul would say.
What you should do is phone your point of contact, say you fucked up, have both channels unbanned, make a video, apologize, say you were drunk as fuck and you're an alcoholic and you're heading to rehab, leave for 2 months, come back, say you're a changed man, and do your videos. It will still hurt, but at least the documentary will end with that. But he won't do it.
No, he won't. He's too prideful. He's too arrogant. He thinks he's a mafia don. He thinks he's a king. That's how we got to this place.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to join into a folder called Jer Caught in 4K. Okay? Everybody on Twitter and everybody on YouTube was covering this, and this isn't the first time that Jeremy Hambley has been hoisted by his own petard of revealing his search history on stream. This is the exact same way we found out he was into forced cream pies. It's the same way we found out he was impotent and he was undergoing testing for his sperm count. It's the same way that we've learned a lot of things about this fellow. And here we can see him going into his browser history. And what are we going to see but reports to YouTube?
Oh, no. And by the way, I have a theory. Well, not a theory. I know that he fired his editors because the videos are not edited anymore. No. And we have a few examples of that. But the editor would have removed this part for sure. But he has no editor anymore. So it's all raw. OBS record. And look at this.
Oops. No.
I can't believe he's there. Wait. Thanks for your report to YouTube. There it is, clear as day. You only get that email when you have flagged somebody on YouTube. He's going to cope and say that this is him appealing the monetization process on his Unsleeved Media channel, but we're going to show you guys what the actual email that he would have received for that is, okay?
Yeah.
But there he is, caught in 4K as being a flagger. Look how felted he was in that moment. And look at his eyes, man.
Oh my God.
This guy hasn't slept in weeks, man. This guy is a drunkard. This guy's a fucking pillhead. He's just absolutely run ragged, bro.
Also, his viewership, even on his main channel, is fucking brutal. This guy ain't pulling anything now.
We have to ring the bell for this.
Yes.
He just exposes himself and he'll never learn. Like, he just doesn't learn. He does this same mistake so many times and he will do it again in the future. Okay?
Mm-hmm. And let's just see him. Look at that. Opening your email? Who the fuck opens their email? Guys, are we crazy?
Seriously. This guy is an idiot.
That's great. That's actually the craziest thing to ever do, by the way. What if you're having private info, your address?
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. There's the screenshot right there in 4K. Thanks for your report to YouTube.
And I'm going to zoom in.
Well, everybody and anybody started reporting on this. So Jeremy starts coming out with his damage control. Again, attempting to control the narrative. The thing is, as I told Jer, the harder he tries to control this narrative, the quicker he loses control. It's the old shit rope over the shit abyss. The harder he clings onto that rope, the quicker it slips through his fingers, the greasier it gets, and he goes right down into the shit abyss of hell, where he's going to have to look in the mirror at what he has become and see the truth. So he says, yesterday I showed that I had not flagged on their channel. And then they came up with this crazy theory.
What?
This crazy theory, you mean what you told us yourself, Jeremy? What we showed earlier in this presentation, when you told Josh Moon that all you had to do was make one phone call to take our channel down. This crazy theory from some unknown source. You mean you? The unknown source is literally your own DMs and your own words. Like, I don't know what to say. That I almost definitely called someone at YouTube. No, that unknown source, which is Yellow Flash's security contact, and many other YouTubers, by the way, of prominence, came to us privately and said the exact same thing when they contacted their own YouTube reps as to what was going on. Okay? That I almost definitely called someone at YouTube. And by the way, you told us that that's what you were going to do. Now it's back to, I definitely flagged it down when nobody believed them. Happy birthday to me. You are not the victim in this.
You flagged it and you called.
Listen, you certainly flagged somebody. Okay? That's the thing. You do not get a report, an email that says, thanks for your report, if you didn't report anything. Okay? That's just the reality. And he tries to gaslight us like we're all dumb, like we're all stupid, and that we have no idea how anything works or what's going on. What this guy does is just like a leftist does. He relies on the ignorance and the stupidity of people in order to gaslight them as to his sick narrative. It's pathetic. It's sad. Let's continue.
Yeah, this was actually crazy that he said this, by the way. It's like unbelievable that he could ever even write that.
Then he says, for my final act, I will prove my rep no longer even works at YouTube. Listen, even if we believed you that this particular rep doesn't work at YouTube anymore, it doesn't mean that you don't have a point of contact at YouTube capable of doing this. Why should we believe you now? When you were threatening us, saying that you did have this power to make one phone call and take us down, when you wanted to intimidate us into doing what you wanted, when you wanted to extort us and say that you were going to burn down a 6-figure-a-year income stream for our editor unless we did as you told us, this person, this point of contact was completely real. But now after you've burned down a 6-figure-a-year income stream for us, okay, now you want us to believe that this person isn't real. How convenient, Jer. How convenient. He says he's disproven every single accusation when he's disproven nothing, and everyone knows he's guilty. He says anybody accusing me now is doing so in bad faith. No, the fact that you can't see why people would believe that you are responsible for this is the bad faith. You have to at least, at minimum, go, I can see why everybody thinks this is me, and I have no real way of disproving that it's me, but please, God, please believe me, it's not my fault. That needs to be your position. And you need to be apologetic, and you need to be like, listen, it wasn't actually me, but I led people to do this. I told people to do this. Ultimately, it's still my responsibility whether I did it or not, and I have to atone for it. But you're not doing that. You're pretending that everybody is stupid. You are peeing on our hand and telling us that it is raining, and we are tired. We are tired of playing these nonsense games with you. This is the definition of being disingenuous. This is the definition of bad faith, Mr. Hamblin.
There's also one really big thing I just realized. First of all, two things. First thing is YouTube reps, they'll be temporary with you. They'll stay with you for 6 months to a year. We know this, right? And they actually switch reps. You'll have a rep for 6 months. You won't have a rep for a few months, and they'll bring you a new rep. And it's to make sure that everyone has a fair chance with all the reps, right? Unless you're like a big multimillionaire, fucking streamer YouTube. But with that being said, does this even make sense? Read this.
No, it doesn't.
How does this make sense?
So, by the way,
send an email.
You're cutting this off. What was the email about? Be super specific about what's going on. What were you contacting this representative for? So here's what happened. He went to the default YouTube rep, and the default YouTube rep told him there's nothing I can do. I don't even work there anymore. So then he made a call to an actual employee. You see, he escalated it even higher to his real connection there. That's what happened. That's all that proves. Because what are you going to this rep to complain about exactly? But
Ash, but even more so, how does this make sense? The rep acts like they work there, right? Okay, send an email to blah, blah, blah. Be specific. He goes, okay. And then, so they work there here. And then suddenly...
all of his screenshots are bad faith. They're all cropped.
Like what?
None of it makes any sense. By the way, can we really trust somebody who's clearly drunk when they wrote this? By certain folk gowned out, he doesn't even work there anymore. Read that last sentence. He's obviously drunk when he wrote this, and that's how we know that he thought he could get away with it, because he's drunk as a skunk. And later on in this presentation, we're going to prove he's an alcoholic who even his own mother is concerned about his drinking by his own admission.
You know what's so funny about this whole story, this whole arc? Usually when we're covering something or other people, there's always 60% evidence, right? And 40% is mystery. With him, it's like beating Spiral at 110%, the extra percentage of evidence. We don't even need any more evidence. Stop. We're good. We're good.
Beyond any actual reasonable doubt. There's still absolute cope doubt out there. But here it is.
The cope
here
doubt,
it is
course.
Again. When he tries to say he has no contact at YouTube yesterday, well, it was different last week. He says, I have a non-Pajit YouTube rep. You know that, right? One phone call gone. But it's a complete unknown narrative out of nowhere. Stop it, Jeremy. Just stop. We're tired. We're tired. I'm not arguing with this anymore. We all know you're guilty.
How was there 2 people who read this?
Well, no, it's delivered with the first check mark and then read with the second.
Okay, someone said that means 2 people read it. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Look at this.
So this is the email he shows us. He says, this is the report email. Thank you for your report email. Except he doesn't show us the subject line. Read
this.
He crossed that out.
We hope you're thriving gracefully. That's not what they say when you report. They go, thank you for reporting. We see it in the fucking email, in the line.
This is a completely different thing. Here's the only way that you can get the email that Jeremy Hambly got. If we go to the next slide, right? It's obvious that that's not the email. So this person reported his own main channel using his dead gaming channel. And this is what it looks like when you report another channel. But sure, y'all keep believing that email was an appeal. The quartering is a lying sack of shit, and he will gaslight everyone into believing he isn't. Next slide.
This legend
the internet loves a challenge, Jared. The internet loves a challenge.
There it is.
So there it is. Thanks for helping our community. Yeah. There it is. Thanks for your report to YouTube. It looks exactly like the email. Go to the next slide.
And look, it's woke.
It is woke. It's gay. There it is. That looks exactly like the email that Jeremy Hambly received from YouTube, because it is the email that Jeremy Hambly received from YouTube because he flagged on that channel, and he refuses to show the flag history on that channel to this day. Whether he flagged us or whether he flagged somebody else, he certainly is a flag it, and that email proves it. Okay. Continuing.
Hey,
there it is. Matches up. It's the same. This is what it should actually, that's also what it looks like. That's the email that he received. Thanks for your report to YouTube. Here's what it should actually look like if we go to the next slide. Here's what it should actually look like if he was appealing the monetization. Your appeal was successful. Your channel will continue monetizing. That's what it should look like.
Wow, this guy went
But
hardcore.
But it doesn't look like that because that's not what it is. Now, here we have Brittany Venti has come out debunking his nonsense counter arguments and his cultist claims. Number one, it's lies. Jeremy is actively denying reality and hiding replies that post proof. And that's just an objective fact. If you go to Quartering's Twitter right now, people are constantly posting the receipts that show how he lied, but he hides the posts and blocks everybody that calls him out because he's super scared that his normie audience of boomers will see the bad behavior that he's engaging in and stop supporting. Everything has been documented extensively. He encouraged and threatened to take down the Kino Casino's clip channel, which had a lot of receipts. If he wants the truth out, why is he doing such intense damage control? Point number two, his family is being harassed, and we're going to directly deal with this point next. He hasn't shown proof of this. And additionally, he himself blamed it on his political takes with Israel and Iran. This was never encouraged by Brittany Venti, nor the Kino Casino, nor any other content creator that's been talking about this that I know of. Number three, he says the Kino Casino harassed him for critiquing him. By his definition of harassment, Jeremy himself has no issues with harassment, whether it's making sexual comments toward many women on stream, name-calling, lying, name-calling Brittany saying she's 40 and bringing up old gossip, or with encouraging deplatforming his critics.
Wow, Brittany Venti dub. And there's more.
Number four, it's private. Jeremy openly talked about these things, which is why he was made fun of for electing this information to the public. He featured his wife extensively on his channel for his coffee brand, and I'll add on his live stream constantly talked about her. Remember that his entire living is making fun of others and defending free speech and speaking against false flagging. By the way, we have silent ones for 100 subs! Huge support! Let's go!
Damn.
Let's go!
Silent ones. Thank you everyone for being here. Almost 12,000 watching tonight here.
So now we're going to the next folder, which is entitled
spicy.
My Channel is Under Attack. And every single one of these clips is so ironic and so devastating to Jeremy Hambley's case. And none more is damaging to his case of harassment and using his wife as a human shield than this clip, where Jeremy Hambley is calling out somebody else for playing the victim, playing the harassment card, playing the cyberbullying card about somebody else's wife being a victim. Let's hear how Jeremy Hambley handles this exact situation that he's claiming for himself. Let's see if he holds this guy to the same standard he wants for himself, or whether he's more, or whether he sounds like us, okay?
Hey, Mr. Ham, you ready? Go.
Spent much time.
Whoa, let me lower that. It's a little bit loud. These clips are a little boosted. Here we go.
Spent much time thinking about how to best handle the issues with harassment and cyberbullying in Magic.
So right
My
away,
wife has
his tone, is he taking that seriously?
Can you believe this guy's wife is being
this
harassed?
guy's claim of harassment and cyberbullying, or is he immediately being dismissive of it and pointing it out as being nonsense? You know,
By the way,
let's continue.
Cyber bullying.
long been a victim of these actions. No.
Oh wait, did you just laugh
He
at
laughs.
what the
He
fuck?
laughs. He laughs at someone's wife being made a victim.
Okay.
But he expects us to take his wife being made a victim seriously. Do you see why
no
I
proof.
say he's bad faith? Why he's disingenuous? Why he is a slimy charlatan? He's a shapeshifter with no actual principles or values. He will say whatever benefits him in the moment. And here, he didn't want to be held accountable himself for harassing someone's wife, so he dismisses it entirely. But we have to take him seriously when he tries to hide behind his wife.
And one last thing, in the Josh DMs, he literally said that it was his wife's idea to flag, throwing her under the bus, knowing Because he messaged, I know these will be public. You knew it will be public, and you told your wife, or you blamed your wife.
You told everybody that it was your wife who told you to flag it down.
You're harassing your wife, if anybody. Like, let's fucking be real.
No evidence of that, of course. And
he asked for evidence of harassment. But when we ask for the evidence of his harassment that he claims is going on in real life, he won't produce it. So he has a different standard for other people than he has for himself. With others, produce evidence, produce the receipts. With him, just trust me, bro. I don't have to provide evidence.
No evidence of that, of course. His wife is a nobody. No one would know who she is if she wasn't married to him.
Oh, wait a minute, Jeremy. No.
Hand in the cookie jar. Bro.
Cooked.
That's beyond cooked. He's fucking burning. Take it off the oven.
It's over.
So I find that extraordinarily hard to believe.
Wow. But we can't find his claims of victimhood extraordinarily hard to believe. Let's just watch that one more time.
Yeah.
Completely uninterrupted. Let's not say anything. Just so that people can understand what his standards are for harassment and cyberbullying when it comes to other people's wives and not his. This guy's a scumbag.
Spent much time thinking about how to best handle the issues with harassment and cyberbullying in Magic. My wife has long been a victim of these actions. No evidence of that, of course. His wife is a nobody. No one would know who she is if she wasn't married to him. And so I find that extraordinarily hard to believe.
By the way, I just got an update. The Alyssa Clips episode of us that she has up is number 6 hyped in YouTube worldwide. Number with over 1.5 million hypes. That's fucking insane.
Okay, so let's continue with a lot of these very ironic clips. This one's about flagging.
Okay.
No beef with you, bro, outside of a little bro thing you did, bro, by flagging down videos, bro, on YouTube, bro, because they made fun of you, bro. That's pretty soft, bro.
Rich.
That's soft.
Pretty soft, AJ.
Baby do, bro.
Soft.
And then admitting it on stream and thinking that that's cool, bro, is not what a bro would do, bro.
By the way, the fucking gold play button back here is ironic. The
Pretty
irony
soft, bro.
of a fucking dead channel. Look at this guy. Look at this.
Wait, so now
cock.
here he is saying that we're accusing him of flagging without evidence, right? That's what he's been maintaining this whole time. We've actually provided ample evidence. Like, I think it's more clear cut than just about any other example outside of Matt Jarbo literally admitting to it, right? But here he is accusing Brie Larson of flagging him without any evidence, just a trust me, bro, gut feeling. Okay? I just want to point out the hypocrisy.
No, Bree, say it isn't so. Please tell me you are not flagging videos all.
Oh my god!
Ready?
There's no evidence
This
she
can't
ever flagged
possibly-
anything.
Why the fuck would Brie Larson like flag? You know what I mean? Like, it's Brie Larson. You think she has time for that?
Be true. There is just no way that what this terrible person has written about you could possibly be true. It's almost, I mean, it's definitely not that. I mean, maybe somebody predicted this would happen.
Oh wait, he looks so dirty.
I know.
He looks like he hasn't showered in like a month.
Well, because he doesn't. Because he's a greasy bum. Here's more of him accusing Brie Larson of flagging without any proof, but it's not okay. You know, we're being disingenuous and we're being bad faith. And, you know.
By the way, silent once for another 25 subs. Thank you. Silent once, fucking banger.
Flagging people's videos to get them to monetize. That's how you gets you in the hot box even more than you already are, Bree. So I highly recommend not doing that.
Wow.
PowerPoint fucking presentation.
He recognizes that doing that gets you in the hot seat in the penalty box, but he does it himself. Here's another richly ironic clip of him talking about deplatforming critics.
I wouldn't say the word rich with him around anymore because he's fucking broke. He's losing everything.
For too long, people like Mags Visaggio and her ilk can go around with no repercussions, filing copyright strikes and harassment strikes and things like that.
Oh, wait.
Harassment
strikes.
Oh, wait. So harassment strikes on the face of them are just BS then, right there? That's what you're admitting, right? That the idea of being cyberbullied or being cyber harassed is BS. What changed exactly? What changed between then and now? What changed is that you went from being one of the little guys, you went from being one of the underdogs, to now you're one of the big boys at the big kids table with the YouTube representative, and you believe that you can get away with this behavior without repercussions, that you can openly threaten other people's livelihoods and extort people into doing your bidding. And when they don't, you can then take away their livelihoods and you can take away their right to speak. That's what you have become. You have become everything you ever hated, everything you said you were ever opposed to. But the truth is, you were never opposed to it. You were always in favor of it. You just wanted to be the one wearing the boot. And that's the truth.
Ooh, fucking brutal.
But DC, this is, a strong message from me that
So
you need
here
to
he
get
is.
your
Saying that DC needs to get their employees in line. But if we say that Rumble needs to get their employees in line, then that's wrong, right?
Oh, then we're...
You see how this works? It's rules for thee, but not for me, the Hambly files. It really is.
By the way, imagine being one of the heads of DC, and this fuck tells you how to run their business. Mm-hmm. Like quartering, like you control DC and Batman?
creators in line, you need to send a strong message that you're not going to support people deplatforming critics.
So should Rumble send a strong message that they don't support your deplatforming behavior, your encouragement of deplatforming? Because at minimum, okay, you've admitted that you encourage deplatforming. You have admitted that and admitted that your actions were wrong in doing that. Should you face censorship? Should you face repercussions? Should you face consequences? You believe the people who worked at DC should. Just saying.
Quartering. This is quartering versus quartering right now.
It is. And he's just, listen, he thinks that this is all like comedic. It's all jokes and we're bad faith. But he's being destroyed point by point by point, systematically in a calm, logical fashion. He does not know what he's fucking with. He really doesn't. He has sowed the wind, and he will reap the whirlwind.
Oh,
I guarantee.
He already is.
Because that is a slippery slope, one that I don't think DC really wants to travel down. You're going to lose a lot of your strongest supporters.
Rumble will lose a lot of their strongest supporters if they continue to enable your behavior. And let's remember, he said that he could deplatform whoever he wants, specifically because he has a Rumble contract that will financially secure him through all of it.
And a contact at YouTube, right?
I highly, highly recommend thinking about fixing this.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be fixed. Maybe it should.
Yeah, maybe it should be fixed, Rumble.
So here's Jeremy just felting himself some more.
Okay.
You know, I've made a lot of enemies over the years.
Yeah.
And they latch on to this. And they try every chance they get to get me removed. And one day it'll work. I'm certain of it. Because I'm covering the people that you can't cover. I'm talking about...
Oh my God, dude.
He covers the people you can't cover. He says the things that you can't say. Isn't that what we're doing? We're covering Jeremy Hambly, the person that you can't cover. The person who's too rich, who's too powerful, who's too well connected to be criticized, who has the ability to make people's livelihoods go away with a snap of his fingers. We are that person now. We are the ones being silenced by him. He pretended like he was the voice of the voiceless. He pretended like he was an underdog. He pretended like he was a free speech champion that supported other people's right to say what they wanted to say. But the moment that he got any sort of power, he silenced his own critics rather than actually engage in the marketplace of ideas. It's sad.
Or ignore and move on and make 5 videos a day and make money. Right?
Yes.
By the way, like Ash said, on the last show, we were literally at the point where our next segment would be 1 hour only, and then everything else, Ralph and fucking DSP and all this stuff, right? And all the Woe Buddies like we normally do.
Well, he has made himself the sole focus of our show.
Yeah.
And if he does successfully get us deplatformed from Kick, then we're going to be on Rumble doing it to him every single fucking day. And then is he going to pull his strings at Rumble to have us removed there as well? Like, this is the thing. This guy has been given way too much power and way too much authority. And it's gone to his head completely. And he believes that he's able to police everybody's speech, that everyone else can be criticized but him. And that's not how any of this works. And he seriously needs to back up off of this and actually apologize and make restitution for what he has done wrong. This is wrong what he's done.
Yeah.
And everyone agrees.
If you call your rep, have it reversed. I mean, they might be reversed before that happens, and make a video, apologize, say that you phoned the rep, say you were blackout drunk and pissed off, and then head to rehab. That's the first step forward. It's going to be still tough, though. It's going to be still tough, even with all that.
Things that you're not allowed to talk about, apparently.
Wow, we're not allowed to talk about him and his bull, apparently. It was everybody else had to be exposed and have the truth spoken about them, but not him. Here's Jeremy going to tell us about fake harassment. Go ahead, Jer. Tell us.
Oh, by the way, look at this guy. This is the guy who owns YouTube.
This is your trad con.
Who can call?
Christian
Chad. Fucking bad, this guy.
Like, this is what's crazy. Like, I don't know how he gained this level of power, but he told us he had this power. I didn't believe it, but we see the proof is in the pudding that all of these channels are getting banned. All of these videos are getting taken down, criticizing this guy and his bull. It's crazy.
There's large groups of people who have been caught coordinating mass flaggings, and as well as articles, websites in the Magic the Gathering space, specifically publishing how-to guides on how to flag my content. This time, though, they made a huge mistake and tried...
Wait, you mean like on the Kick thing? On the show you did where you explained how to do it?
Yeah, and you explained exactly how you would take down our channel, and then it actually happened exactly how you said it would happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but we're just a comedy show. We lie and fabricate everything. It's not like we're just showing you the things and making little jokes in between.
To make it about me falsely
He's
harassing.
got Funko Pops behind him. The end.
He's
Case
cringe.
Closed.
He's gay.
Case closed.
Asking somebody to which was something that nobody could prove. So now they're all standing out there with their junk in their hands, desperately trying to shift the goalpost to try and keep me as the enemy.
Interesting.
And new soy jack just dropped. All right, here we go.
Here is Jeremy explaining exactly what playbook he's running these days.
First on
Sorry. These are all like really loud clips.
Patreon. So they try to take your money, right? This is the SJW
that's what you
playbook.
did to us.
If they
the
get my money,
SJW playbook. You said you would take $10,000 a month from us, and you did. You ran the SJW playbook. You want to take away our money. You want to take away our ability to get our message out there, our livelihoods. You want to take it all away, just like an SJW, because you yourself are a special, high and holy figure that's above reproach, that's above criticism. No one can ask questions about your bull. Anybody else in the right-wing space, questions would rightfully be asked about a swinging bull that was their friend for 10 years, that you're talking about parties and hot tubs with your wife, but no. You know, you're above that sort of criticism. You're silencing everyone who brings it up.
On Patreon, it'll be about $1,000 a month. That's going to really suck for the Magic channel. The Patreon here on the quartering, I don't think that they're going to get. There's really nothing to report. There's really nothing to report in either
he
case.
didn't like it. He didn't like it when his livelihood was being taken away. But now he takes away the livelihood of others. Isn't it shameful? Isn't that disgusting?
And it wasn't even us, by the way.
Becoming everything that you ever fought against. Everything that you railed against for years. How you built your millions of dollars. How you built your fortune. How you built your name. All of your connections and all of your clout. And then you use all of that wealth all of those connections and all of that clout to become the very thing you hated. A person who takes away others' livelihood for simply speaking their minds. That's you, Jeremy Hambley. That is you.
It's funny how he's using the woke playbook because, as he says, go woke, go broke, Jer.
But you know how these things go.
By the way, you know what's really funny about this whole thing, Ash? H3H3, 3 years ago, has a whole video, 3 hours, on how quartering is actually a right-wing SJW.
Well, he is.
The Content Corp, if you watch it, literally, H3 predicted this 3 years ago. And it's a great video, by the way. I watched it the other day. Oh, you got Cow Analyzer for 5,000 kicks saying, how was everyone's weekend?
I know.
By the way, he banned everyone who asked, how was your weekend? And then he asked people, how was your weekend?
He asked people how their weekends were. And then when people told him about their weekends, he banned them for saying weekend. Like, it was twisted. It was twisted.
So hopefully they don't. And hopefully a bunch of people will just counter back so it really sticks in their craw.
Okay. Wow, Ash with the fucking like haymakers here. Holy fuck, dude.
So here we have Jeremy Hambley on Jeremy Hambley. That's really what this is. But these are Jeremy Hambley's words to Matt Jarbo. He really needs to listen to his words here because this is the advice that he needs to follow from himself. Let's have a listen.
Let's listen to this. I know Jared's watching, by the way, right now too.
Look at him there, man. What a miserable pile of shit.
He's 100% watching right now because he was supposed to post a video up now, half an hour ago, and it's not up. Jer, where's the 5th video? Where's the video?
You're not interested in doing better. You're not interested in changing anything. You're not interested in atoning for the things that you've done on YouTube. And I'm not sure that anyone even really wants to forgive you. I don't blame them. What you did to other YouTube content creators was, again, breaking the golden rule. I wish you the best in your life. Your wife has a son now or a daughter.
Oh, wait!
That's a
Why
lie,
are you bringing
by the
his
way.
wife in?
Yeah, he's bringing this guy's wife into it, bringing this guy's kids into it, and spreading a slanderous lie that this guy's kids aren't his own kids, when they actually are his kids. But again, nobody can say anything about this guy. His wife is off bounds. His family's off bounds. But that wasn't the rules for him. It's funny how that works.
And remember, Jarbo at this point was at the lowest point, and quartering had tons of subs.
And
so now they're going to believe him.
Absolutely punched down on him
And then
like
lied.
a bully. And now he cries. He's a cry bully, folks. A cry bully. And no one likes that.
I'm told. Good for her and the father and stuff like that. And
Listen to that one more time. Let me rewind it.
I'm told. I wish you the best in your life. Your wife has a son now or a daughter, I'm told. Good for her and the father and stuff like that. And
wait, is he joking? Is he laughing? Is he cheating at the end?
No. But he likes to go around and kick other people when they're down. But when he's down, nobody should do that to him. It's not how it works. Turnabout is fair play, Jeremy Hambley. This has to stop. This playing the victim and playing cute and innocent has to stop. The internet doesn't forget. We all know what you've done, okay? Listen to yourself. Listen to your own advice to yourself here and stop.
I appreciate that.
Someone goes, if Hannah Claire comes back tomorrow, her career is over. I guarantee you she won't be there tomorrow.
She's going to come back because she can't throw away $100,000 a year when she has a baby. And we all understand that. And I've told her that I understand that. But what I've also told to Hannah Claire is when thousands of other people are speaking out against what's wrong and you can't even offer one word of support against what's wrong, then people are going to assume that you have co-signed what is evil and what is wrong, and you will be held responsible for it just the same.
Is that why Melanie Mack had to shut all her comments off?
Well, yes, Melanie Mack had to shut off her comment section because she expected that everybody was going to agree with the deplatforming, which is completely insane. She didn't even address the deplatforming in her video. And then when every single comment was negative, and I'm not kidding, like every single comment, aside from maybe one or two out of the hundreds of comments were posted, she had to shut down the comment section and censor everybody because they had completely lost control of the narrative and the attempt to control it had failed. Okay? That's what's going on here. I'm tired of fucking playing games. I'm sick of this fucking shit. And everybody's sick of this fucking shit. It's bullshit what these guys are doing, what they're getting away with. We can't let them get away with it, or else the ecosystem that exists online will be permanently altered because people will look up to Jeremy Hambley and his example. This is what you do when people disagree with you. This is what you do when people mock you. And anyone who remains silent or anyone who sits on the fence in regards to this is complicit in his behavior. You are enabling his behavior. He must be roundly condemned. This cannot be allowed to stand. It's not about us. It's about Alyssa Clips. It's about the Mad at the Internet Archive channel. It's about anybody who wants to say things online that other people are going to disagree with and believe that they should have a right to be heard. Jeremy Hambley doesn't believe you have a right to be heard. He believes he has the right to silence you. He is worse than an SJW because he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Ooh. He pretends to be a conservative. He pretends to be principled. He pretends to make a stand for what's right. But deep down, he is the traitor that will put the knife in your back. Ooh. That's who he is.
Oh, sheesh.
You've got to get off this YouTube thing and just move on. I said this a year ago in one of my videos, I think 2 years ago. It just isn't for you anymore. I don't see.
That's what I think about YouTube.
Yeah.
This ain't for you. Your videos now are the worst videos in the world. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean here. Like, whatever he had, which he didn't really have much, is now fully gone. It's no editing, nothing. It's terrible.
The redemption arc here because you're unwilling to redeem yourself. You're unwilling to get back to work.
You're unwilling. That's the thing. He's unwilling to redeem himself. He's unwilling to take the steps that are necessary to make this right. He is still doubling down on that he has done nothing wrong when every single neutral observer in all of this knows that he did wrong.
AI slop videos are better than him. AI dancing cat videos, you know, where they're doing like those dances, are better than his videos.
You're still obsessing about everybody else.
He's obsessing
YouTube
about us.
He's
obsessing about Prime Jer. He's obsessing about Venti. Like, this guy can't let it go. He has to fight with all of his critics to control the narrative, just like Jarbo did. And just like Jarbo, it's going to fail.
Ash, let's say there's two plates in front of you. One is a 10-minute quartering video. The other is 10 minutes of Indian people being hit by trains. Which are you watching?
Well, it's already why his views are down. Everyone's watching the 10 minutes of Indians getting hit by trains. This is the thing. As soon as the terms of service were loosened up and edgier and more entertaining people were allowed back into the ecosystem, quartering fell off a cliff. And that's part of the reason why he's lashing out and trying to silence us, is because his grift was already dying. We're just the ones who were pointing it out and saying that the emperor has no clothes. And this guy's entire ecosystem, all of his connections, everything he's built is based on this idea that he's supremely successful, that he's a multi-millionaire, that you want to be on his good side because he's going to give you opportunities in the future. And that's the only reason anybody tolerated this guy. Nobody ever liked this guy, but people were willing to tolerate him and his antics, in the hopes that one day they might be able to fleece this mark of his cash. And once the word on the street got out that this guy was a stinky, broke cuckold, nobody wanted anything to do with him, and it's only going to get worse from here.
By the way, the Alyssa Clips video is now number 5 hyped in the world.
Makes it through this Christmas.
Shout out to Alyssa Clips, too. Like, honestly, she posted our promo video as well. So we'll link her in the comments in a second here.
It'll be a
I'll
huge
do it.
miracle. But dwelling on other people is a recipe for continued failure, Matt. Focus on yourself. Focus on your wife's child. Focus on making
What a
things better.
fucking piece of
bringing
internet.
his,
saying-
bringing
But
his
he's saying it
wife
like it's
into
real,
it.
though. He's saying it like
he's
it's real.
saying it as though it's a fact, bringing his wife and his children into it. That's the reality of what this guy is doing, and then pretending that nobody can bring anybody to do with him into his online disputes. He is a scumbag, a slithering snake, a reptile that believes in a certain set of rules for him because he's in a holy priesthood, and nobody else is allowed to actually speak their mind other than him and who he ordains as being able to speak. That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I linked her channel there in the chat, Alyssa Clips. You can find it on YouTube if you're not on the chat right now. Go sub to her. She's posting our promo stuff and her things and stuff, and she's awesome. And she's making it like it's a big risk, by the way, because she was flagged yesterday. We'll get to that later, but she was flagged because of Josh Moon's clip covering the situation.
Well, that's what we're about to. That's what we're about to cover next. But
yeah.
I think we have
Go
one more
sub to her
clip in
now.
this folder.
You'll find that other things will fall in place.
By the way,
Fucking
that's
scum.
Jeremy also flagging down a cancer survivor, but he doesn't care. And so
Oh, yes.
here is the bottom line. Jeremy, tell us what needs to happen here. Tell us what needs to happen in this circumstance.
YouTube's got to fix this.
Yes, they have to fix this.
Look how drunk he looks in this video, by the way.
Well, he is drunk because watch, he fucks up the outro. Watch.
No way, really?
Fix this.
Watch.
We'll talk to you again real soon.
He messed up the outro. I don't know what that was. Oh, man. So now we get into the real problem with all of this, the chilling effect on freedom of speech, the chilling effect that's happening on archive channels. Here we have Alyssa Clip's video flagged down. Looks like Alyssa Clip's video of Mad at the Internet talking about the quartering has been taken down due to TOS. I'm sure quartering had nothing to do with that. And quartering all the live long day preaches about how he supports Kiwi Farms, about how he supports Josh Moon, about how he would definitely donate to help Josh Moon. Meanwhile, he never donates a fucking penny. But then as soon as Josh's videos are taken down, Josh's speech is taken down, Jeremy Hambley doesn't speak one word about it. He doesn't use his connections to get the video restored because he doesn't want the video restored, because he wants anyone who's critical of him to be silenced.
All right. There's more. There it is.
So there it is. The video is unavailable. Moving along.
There it
Looks
is.
like the quartering has flagged Alyssa
She sent me
Clips.
that
It didn't
too. She sent me
follow
that too.
the harassment policy. And then as a result of that, on Josh Moon's own archive channel, the editor, actually, well, first let's hear Review Tech USA
Is watching.
was in the middle of watching Josh Moon's expose on the quartering, and live he saw it be flagged down.
There we go.
because he didn't know. So, next, in reply to
There it goes.
Video is unavailable.
Even review text, like, what the fuck? Just like, he's
Even
like,
Review
it's
Tech
chilling.
knows.
Everyone's
It-
videos are getting fucking knocked
it-
down by quartering.
It really is. And it's the section, by the way, that was about the bull. That's what Alyssa Clips revealed, that it was the section about 59 minutes in where Josh Moon mentions Adam Sellers by name. Quartering believes that none of us are allowed to criticize Adam Sellers, who, by the public record, is a convicted criminal, who is a sex swinger and was completely exposed as being a degenerate bull. But he believes that none of us can speak about this,
Wait,
and
who-
he supports
Ash.
all of this going down.
Who quartering says his full name on his show multiple times, by the way. And the guy
Yep.
went by his full name on Twitter, was a moderator on the Discord, and publicly posting up on Twitter
Let me just
asking to
tell
fuck
you,
women's wives.
Quartering, the whole internet is not YouTube, buddy. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. You think that you're going to be able to scrub everything about Adam Sellers and the bull from the internet? I'm telling you, that's not going to be the case, my friend. This is going to get worse and worse and worse the more that you and Adam Sellers escalate this. You are not a god. There it is. The video is unavailable. They had to private this video. Daka, I don't want to dox him, but he runs this clip channel. He has 5 children. And he just watched firsthand what you did to our editor Flaked and his children, taking the food out of his child's mouth when he needed it most. How could he keep this video up in the condition that it was? This is the chilling effect of this. He had to edit out the section about the bull in order to keep his livelihood. This is the environment that you are creating on YouTube quartering. This is what you have done. And this is what you want, isn't it? You want people afraid to be able to speak. You want to silence people. You are a fucking scumbag. You're a fucking tyrant. You're a fucking piece of shit. You betrayed everything that you ever fucking stood for. And I'm mad as hell. And we're all mad as fucking hell. And we're not going to fucking take it anymore, Jeremy. We're going to take the fight right to you and right to your fucking bull if it's the last fucking thing we do on this fucking planet. Do you understand?
We're here. We're here for it, man. We're not fucking afraid of this fuck.
Brittany Venti just speaks the truth. This has caused a whole new wave of flagging campaigns because now people think they can get away with being flaggots. Thanks, Jer. Who's going to be next? Brittany? Who's going to be next? D-Day Cobra? Who's going to be next? Well, EVS is going to tell us who's going to be next because EVS feels emboldened to call openly for my channel to be flagged down and for every platform we have to be flagged down. This is the monster that Jeremy Hambly has created and enabled, and it is only going to become more insidious. It is a cancer that is going to metastasize and spread everywhere because he is an enemy of freedom of speech. He is an enemy of the people. He is a traitor. We shoot traitors before we shoot the enemy, Hambly. Do you understand? You are scum. You are lower than fucking pond scum. You are fucking dirt. Your name is fucking dirt. You are a rat and you are a fucking swine and you poop your pants and you're a cuck. And you watch Adam Sellers fuck your wife. That's you.
And this fuck, by the way, is mad at us for exposing that. Well, it's not even really exposing, just talking about him scamming his audience, not fucking producing the comic book after taking millions of bucks from them and banning them when they ask, where's the book, EVS? And then he'll want us to be banned for harassment, which is bullshit, by the way. But last year, if you remember, Eric July and him were at war. And on his fucking channel, he allowed and glorified fucking Riley with mint salad to go to Eric's business.
Eric July's place of business and intimidate and harass people in real life.
And put stickers
and Riley went to Eric July's great-grandfather's grave and pissed on it. That's what these guys support. And that's what Jeremy Hambly co-signs and supports. He's okay with that sort of behavior, but he doesn't think that he can be made fun of or that his bull can be criticized. But he's completely okay with Ethan Van Sciver. He's completely okay with Riley pissing on people's graves, intimidating people at their place of business. And if he's not, he needs to speak out against it because these are the associates that are being drawn to him because birds of a feather flock together, and all the flaggots and all of the deplatformers, all of the petty authoritarian tyrants who believe that they can control what others speak and what others believe are rallying around him. They're rallying to the poo-stained standard of Jeremy Hambly. Fuck that. Just play it.
Wait. The irony, by the way. The irony. This guy started Comicsgate because DC went woke and they wanted freedom of speech. So they created their own comic books for freedom of speech. Smash cut to 6 years later, you gotta flag them because they're saying mean things.
Gosh bless you. Oh Lord, protect you from being flagged by the demon Jeremy. Yeah, what if he flags me? What if Jeremy false flags me? Oh my gosh. for saying that his wife is banging. I mean, I didn't say that. I said I don't know. I said I believe him.
That's what we said, by the way.
When he says
Listen
that
to
his wife is not fucking a rabbi, that his wife is not suddenly a she-brew. I didn't say anything. I said I believe you. I believe Jeremy. I feel sorry for him. Why would he flag me? Don't flag me. Flag the Kino Casino guys.
There it is.
Flag
He says
PPP. He hasn't been.
flag the Kino Casino guys. And
Flag
PPP.
you, right?
that's what he's saying.
My
That's what
channel's
he's saying.
down. So is our clip channel. And this is why, by the way, he's lost everything. He went from a millionaire to a fucking bum with no viewers.
That's why he advocates for this stuff, because there's very little that can be taken away from him at this point.
Yeah, he's lost it
So he
all,
just wants to hurt his enemies, and that's the one common factor that all of these people that are siding with Jeremy Hambly have in common, that are in favor of deplatforming. They don't care about getting deplatformed themselves because they don't have anything to take, because they failed on the internet and can't make a fucking nickel or a dime. They don't have a pot to piss in.
Exactly.
Flag PPP, like he still has a channel. Why flag me?
Wait. So every joke that you make about Eric July, that's false? Do you want people to flag you for the Eric July stuff? Do you understand that when you open Pandora's box, it doesn't close? You know that, right?
Retarded.
Fucking idiot. Is he doing a bit? No, Alex, see, this is who he is. This guy's a psychopath.
So stupid.
Well, if you go and look in his history, he's done this stuff countless times.
And he's worse.
before.
This is like way worse stuff.
He
than
does
this.
crazy gay operations. Just look into War Campaign. I mean, Mikey No More has a whole documentary about it that you can check out at your leisure. I mean, this is all known, Khaleesi.
Yep. Shout out to Mikey No More, who's doing great coverage of all this stuff that's happening, by the way.
With the she-brew. I mean, that's not even what I really meant to say. That just came. I was not anti-Semitic.
You're a bum, EVS. You've lost it all. You're done.
That when I said she-brew, that was the equivalent of me showing you my search bar. And it said anti-Semite.
All right, moving along.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
Moving along, and then of course we have, Teddy Feezer is feezing out of control. The loser Teddy Feezer is emboldened by Jeremy Hambly, is rushing to his poo-stained standard, and he sent a dozen privacy complaints to YouTube yesterday alone to try and take down the Kino Casino Classics channel. Ted, give it up. You've lost. He's going to win the YouTube review, and the video will stay up. But this is just the start. This is the environment that Jeremy Hambly is creating through his behavior. It's disgusting. It's a chilling effect.
And Feezer, you bum, one day when Ash and I have nothing to talk about and we have 10,000 viewers, we're going to go back over your fucking lore, you bitch.
I don't even care about
I know,
Ted.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But he cares an awful lot about
He's
us.
He's our intro guy. He's our intro guy.
I know. And you can see here, it's really backfiring. It's over 95,000 views, I believe, now. And it went from number 12 hyped to number 6 hyped.
5.
So fuck number 5.
1.5 million hype. By the way, this will be uploaded on Alyssa's clip channel tomorrow. Link again is in the chat room. Hype that one as well. And this episode, I think, is the most important one for everyone to watch because it's the most concise, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you see there, of course, it's now even more successful. Oh, buddy! Oh, we got a good one for you tonight. It's banger after banger